So you access originality review assignments in the same place that you would access any of our writing assignments. So the same place you would set up a deep dive. You can choose to create a new assignment and toggle between what kind of assignment you want to create. If I choose the originality review with the quick setup, all I have to add is an assignment title, a point value, and I can customize deadlines. So this is as simple as a couple of clicks to launch. So I'm going to click into one of these assignments and show the process of what a student or a teacher would experience when uploading an assignment file to one of these assignments. So I'll click Start Assignment. So I'm choosing a file here that I heavily plagiarized and then also included some content from ChatGPT as well into this file. On the left-hand side, we have the student's document. We take their original document and we convert it so it can be interactive on the text platform here. So as I'm interacting with all of our tools, I'm able to see the highlights directly applied to that text, but I can always access the original document. And in this case, this document, very logically, since I plagiarized much of it from Wikipedia, has a very high risk of plagiarism. But with the plagiarism matches, we show not only the matched text, but also a side-by-side comparison. If we have a student who has that ability to have the comparison of what they pulled from an outside source, makes it very easy for an educator to look at, was there intentionality behind this match? The AI risk report that we just looked at there, we show not only a risk of AI use or AI content that may be used in the document here, we also give an explanation of how the instructor should act on that feedback. So as a teacher, I'm not only getting the moderate likelihood of AI-generated text with an explanation as to why, the educator also has recommended actions. And on a moderate case, we recommend that the instructor has a conversation with the student, looks back at their prior work that they've submitted into the platform, makes comparisons to the student's voice that they may have used in other assignments, and has an open-ended conversation with the student before assuming that it is a case of intentional AI abuse. Again, as we mentioned earlier in this conversation, these tools are new, and a lot of students, when they use them, may not be intentionally using them to commit a case of academic dishonesty. So what I'm clicking into here now is the more open-ended feedback on the student's document, starting with grammar feedback. So as a student, I'm given grammar feedback that I can click through and see highlights in the text. I can see exactly where the grammar feedback is being recommended. I can see an explanation as to why. So for any of our feedback that we provide highlights on, we also try to pair that with an instructional piece of guidance for the student to understand how and why that feedback is true. And they can make determinations on if they want to apply that feedback. And if they do, they can make edits to their original document and re-upload a new file before submission. On the educator side, when grading an originality review, I'm going to click on the student Brian here in this example. It's a highly likely to be plagiarized document with low risk of AI abuse. And in this case, we have the plagiarism report matching 3% original text. We're going to show a couple of the example sources that the student may have plagiarized from, show that comparison. There was no changes in that example, so they didn't make any additions or deletions. They have a low risk of AI-generated text, so I'll click into that, I believe, in the moment here. But what I showed on the student side, with the students receiving grammar feedback, the educator sees the exact same feedback when grading. So on the notion of providing a balance of information between students and instructors, when they're using these tools, know that anything that they're seeing, the students saw too. So if a student has a grammar issue that was left unaddressed in their text, the educator can know the student saw that feedback and chose not to act on it, which creates a real balance of information of, hey, now I know that I can make determinations in my document and in my grading process that are based on whether or not the student would have seen that feedback previously, as opposed to not being sure of if they may not have known that they made a mistake in their text. So in the originality review assignments, I can leave an overall comment on the student's document. I can give an overall score. In this case, I gave it an 82 out of 100, and I can leave inline comments as well. And that 82 out of 100 would sync back to the LMS. So grading can be accomplished within the platform. Even though it's a light touch grading experience, it gives all of the features to be able to support the gradebook sync back to the LMS.